JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, one arrested on gun charges. The police yesterday arrested and charged a man with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition after an incident on Hope Town Road, Kingston 6. According to the police, about 11:40 a.m. officers on patrol saw some men acting in a suspicious manner. They were searched, and one semi-automatic pistol with 10 rounds of ammunition found. One man was taken into custody. However, the police said his identity has been withheld pending further investigations. Family alleges foul play in death of Clarendon farmer. The family of 63-year-old Clarendon farmer Delroy James is alleging that there is foul play surrounding his death. James's body was found in the Thomas River in the parish on Wednesday afternoon. That's a day after he was last seen. Residents were fishing in the river near James's home when they saw the body of the farmer and a poster of penance in Clarendon floating in the river. According to the family, James also had a chop wound to the head. The police theorized that James may have been washed away during heavy rains. However, the family has refuted the claims, asserting that James might have suffered a similar fate as his brother, Whitefield Burrell, whose body was found in the same river in October 2018. His sister Markeisha Poyser said James was an active community person who advocated for better roads. He would give away his last. Him try to help everybody, she said. Meanwhile, Herschel Brown, councillor for the Chapelton Division, said James was an active member of the Penance Farmers Group. He is usually the one who is always attending meetings and trying to get assistance for his colleagues. He's not known to make any trouble. His death is disturbing, he said. James, the fifth of 10 siblings, was also described as a family-oriented individual. Barber freed after witness admits to giving false statement. 20-year-old Barber Tyreek Banton was on Thursday freed of illegal possession of firearm and wounding with intent charges after a witness admitted to giving a false statement. Banton was freed by Justice Martin Gale in the gun court. The false statement came to light under cross-examination by attorney Abel Donfoot. The second statement was dated October 6, 2020, which was the day after the trial commenced. The witness said in the second statement that Banton was at the scene with a firearm and he knew him for 5 years. The witness admitted to giving the first statement on the day of the incident on July 11, 2018. He admitted that in that statement he said the incident happened about 2 p.m. at Church Pen near Old Harbour, St. Catherine, and that he did not know the second shooter. He said the incident was fresh in his mind when he gave the statement to the police. He also admitted that in the first statement he stated that he did not know the accused and that he did not mention the name Banton in the statement. On being cross-examined about the second statement, the witness agreed that the major differences between the two statements happened after he was in contact with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. The witness admitted that the second statement he gave was not true and also admitted that he made up that statement. He also said that he was nervous when he gave the second statement. The investigating officer, on being questioned by the judge, said he knew nothing about the second statement from the witness and it came as a surprise to him. Meanwhile, questions were raised about the evidence of the complainant. He had said in his evidence that he knew Banton for 2 years and saw him 4 times a week and that Banton was one of the 2 men who shot him. He denied suggestions under cross-examination that he said at the identification parade that he only saw Banton once and that was when he shot him. Foote argued that the complainant's evidence conflicted with the information given at the identification parade. He argued that the evidence in the case against Banton was fabricated and he should be freed. The judge upheld the no-case submission. Banton was charged jointly with another man, but he died before the trial. Following Banton's acquittal, Foote commented that it was unjust to have proceeded with the matter in light of the evidence and having regard to the witness who gave 2 statements which were diametrically opposed. 500 families in St. James get care packages. The Atlanta Montego Bay Sister Cities Committee has donated care packages to 500 families across St. James to help them weather the storm of COVID-19. The packages, valued at US $10,000, were presented on Thursday at the Peace Management Initiative PMI office located on Church Street in Montego Bay. The parcels contained food items, including flour, sugar, cornmeal, bread, and cooking oil and toiletries. Member of the local Atlanta, Montego Bay Sister Cities Committee, Jasmine Tomlinson Brown, said that the gesture is aimed at supporting residents who have been feeling the economic pinch of the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. She said that the PMI assisted the charity group to select the beneficiaries. Each year at this time, the international team would come from Atlanta and have a health fair, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it was not possible this year. So they have sent US $10,000 to provide care packages for persons in and around Montego Bay, St. James, Tomlinson Brown explained. Due to the COVID-19 situation and what's going on in the society, we figured it would be good to assist in that area because a lot of persons have lost their jobs and have their children who are at home, she added. Mayor of Montego Bay, Councillor Leroy Williams, and the Deputy Mayor, Richard Vernon, agreed that the packages will bring relief to many families. The core focus of the Atlanta, Montego Bay Sister Cities Committee is its annual Vin Martin Sister Cities Memorial Health Mission. In the past 26 years, the committee has donated nearly $100 million worth of medical supplies and services to some 50,000 patients in the Montego Bay area. Mobay's call center reopens, but with strict conditions. The Teleperformance Jamaica, the Montego Bay-based call center, which was ordered closed by the St. James Health authorities on Wednesday, rolled back into operation yesterday after being given conditional clearance, which came less than 24 hours after Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton visited the location. They were given the clearance to resume operations on Friday, said Lennox Wallace, who heads the St. James Health Department. The reopening is conditional, as they have been mandated to address some breaches we had observed. We hope that will be done, as we will not hesitate to act if we see a situation emerging that could affect public safety. When Tufton visited on Thursday, he said the COVID-19 is now in the community transmission phase, and as a consequence, the nation will continue to see a number of positive cases within workplaces. He also expressed satisfaction at the efforts of some business operators to mitigate the spread of the virus. When you have community transmission, the COVID-19 virus is going to be more prevalent as it is now, and therefore we do expect that we'll have positive cases turning up at the workplace, whether it is BPO, supermarket, or manufacturing anywhere, said Tufton. As minister, I am not disturbed or even overly concerned when a positive case turns up at a workplace setting, because frankly speaking, in community transmission, you expect these cases from time to time. According to the health authority, the shutdown was necessary to identify individuals they needed for contact tracing and to address breaches that were observed. We can confirm that there have been some 18 cases of COVID-19 that we have linked to this call center. So it was out of an abundance of caution we were forced to act, and we did, Wallace said, after the facility was ordered closed by the parish manager of the St. James Health Authority. Gloria Henry, president of Global Services Association of Jamaica, said her organization was not happy with the decision by the health authority because zoning was done since March to avoid the entire shutdown of businesses to deal with isolated cases. If you have to shut down a zone for contact tracing, we can understand that, but not the entire company with 4 or 5 different zones in 2 or 3 different buildings, Henry said. 6 more COVID-19 deaths. Jamaica has recorded 6 additional COVID-19 related deaths and 196 new cases in the last 24 hours. This brings the country's death toll to 138 and the number of confirmed cases to 7,559. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, 3 of the newly reported deaths were previously under investigation. The deaths include 4 women ages 46, 54, 73, 75, and 2 men ages 66 and 68. Of the 196 new cases, there were 87 males and 105 females with ages ranging from 1 month to 96 years. The genders of 4 of the cases are under investigation. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, 33, St. Catherine, 55, Clarendon, 10, St. Mary, 4, St. James, 36, St. Anne, 8, Portland 1, St. Thomas 4, Westmoreland 6, Hanover 10, Trelawney 4, Manchester 3, and St. Elizabeth 22. There were also 40 recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 3,142. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.